Ooh,
How many
okay.
is one?
They've merged.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
well,
fused into one.
so we have Ultra Peggy on the stage today.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, good morning, Robert and Peggy. Yes, I'm excited to do this one. Like I said, I'm lagging behind. I had to make breakfast, but we're here now. We're here. We're doing this thing. I understand. We got 50 minutes to dive deeply into synergy and to
Mm-hmm.
really explain the P2A. You guys have done an excellent job, in my opinion, with the posts. They're very like the explanation is if you're an idiot, you might not get it, and I'm like close to being very idiotic, and I got it. So you guys out there should be you should be plain sailing. It should be good for you. But yeah, I will ask a few questions about it, talk of how you guys are feeling around the release, and yeah, just probe maybe Robert through Peggy. You can you can give us some more alphas. We're looking at alpha KDR right now, which is I'm licking my lips looking at this opportunity, knowing how great the IP is, and will KDR obviously affect the greater
Yeah.
ecosystem. So those are some interesting topics I'd love to get into. But I guess we start the show off like this for anybody that doesn't know of you guys who's out there on the stream. If we get like a very quick intro, who you guys are and what your project is, and what we're here to talk about today.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you for that, Gilla. Well, I'm Robert Simons.
Mm-hmm. And I'm Peggy Chung.
We are the co-CEOs and interns here at Kaidro, The Awakening, Kaidro.com. Um, yeah, we mop the floors, clean the toilets, we do all that stuff, and we also design everything. Um, so Peggy and I, we've been in the entertainment industry for some 15 years. For anyone who doesn't know, we've worked on every blockbuster title I can think of, from Transformers, Pacific Rim, um,
Yeah, Alita.
Alita Battle Angel, Ender's Game. List goes on to AAA game titles like Apex Legends, Call of Duty. And when I say Call of Duty, I don't mean just like any random Call of Duty. We worked on Call of Duty for Treyarch, Black Ops 3, and onwards until current day mobile that we do with Tencent today. So that's kind of a quick picture of our Web 2 background. Web 3, Peggy and I have built Kaidro that you see today. We've launched multiple NFT collections this year. If you haven't been aware of them, I see a few of your Kaidro profiles here, so you guys would know. And anything else to add to that,
Yeah, I
Peggy?
mean, this whole year is building all, part of it is building up to this kind of the P2A event, right? So it's like those NFTs that came out now they can be utilized. So, and then we know that Future is the pilot NFT as well, which will give like another, we got the try bonus, so another bonus with the synergy sets that you make. So,
And there's other things that are tied into that collection too. But the last thing I guess I would kind of cover is about the Kaidro IP. Most things here on Ronin, and most of what Web3 is about, the gaming space and how Web3 affects gaming. Our theory and idea behind Kaidro is how Web3 affect the entire intellectual property. And so that's why the website is the way you see it is today. And it'll continue to evolve and feed into that narrative that every portion of the IP can be a part of the Web3 hemisphere. But we'll dive more into that later. I'll hand it back over to you, Gil.
Yeah, well, listen, I mean, it blows my socks off every time we hear your guys' background. The caliber of projects you've worked with, the caliber of intellectual properties that you guys have had, your hands in, is phenomenal. And even from the day that you guys came into Ronin and this was understood, it was like, oh yeah, I will stand by this project throughout. Um, I'm loving the website. The updates have been awesome. It feels smooth. I actually tried the spin yesterday. I got three rank points. So I'm out here. Uno, dos,
Nice.
tres. We're doing it.
yeah.
I wanted to give you guys a live look at the once a day reward, so you guys know what to do. It's very simple, to be honest, to get like up and running. Of course, you guys have known of quests in the Kaidro world right now. There are quests that you do. Some of them are social, like these ones here. Most of them are to do with X accounts. Of course, we are not doing Emerald Hand because they're down bad, and we don't do emeralds. Sorry.
Wow, the
But
dedication.
yeah, yeah. There's a narrative here that has to be lived up to. I'm a grim bro, and I could be bubblegum because the show must go on. And if you read your bubblegum violence law, you'll know. Um, and of course, there are some game quests here. If you tried out the alpha, you'll get the credited for that. Unfortunately, I don't know why this hasn't popped up because I did play a few games, especially with the Moku quests over the weekend.
Hmm.
So hopefully this updates.
All right. It
But
should update, but give us your wallet and we'll check out and see what happened there.
But yeah, but this one's the important one for me. Again, dedication. We ain't reading you. But this is the important one right here. The reading of like the lore in Kaidro is so good. So if you haven't, it's actually before you had to go to Webtoon's website, right? And now here on the Comic Quest, it's much more easily accessible. You can filter through from here, right? Beautiful artwork, a great story. So if you guys haven't taken a dive into the world of Gaia, you can do it right here on the website. But you'll get these badges, you'll earn these badges. Everything kind of takes part and is attributed to your rank points, essentially, right? Like how valuable you are as a Kaidro member. But look at these pretty shiny badges. Look at my journal, man. It's popping. I need to fill this page though. It's kind of giving me anxiety that it's not filled. But of course,
My God, Gil, yeah, you gotta get that done.
It's
yeah,
going to the next page room
it needs to.
if you
It
get
does.
them all.
It's gonna get there. We'll get there, lads. But to start your journey off, of course, you'll need your journal, which we all know of. If you've been in the Ronin space, it was the free mint in the original phase. It was the record-breaking mint when you guys first came to the chain. And they've done well. If you don't have one of these, you will get one when you link your wallet. It's a free mint. But if you want a certain category, you will have to go to Mavis Market for it and pick one up. But of course, you can see Spark Suits. All my inventory is set here in the collection. And one thing
Yeah.
that is now available is the synergy page. My synergy is not doing it really. I'll be honest. Like I said, I just got stuff out of the astral eggs and the spark suits originally that were given to me. I haven't really ventured to secondary, but this is what we're doing right now. You can see the synergy works, and there was a lot of talks on the synergy system. If you guys want that information, for sure, check out Kaidro's Twitter. There are a lot of good posts which lead into a lot of detail around that. But of course, color, tier, and clan is what you're looking to synergize across these three. They can be all Spirit Guardians, they can be all Spark Suits, but of course, you must have and own those to register them in. They're actually giving me points on a day-to-day basis, which will then be calculated on the week for my rank points, and that will all go into my beautiful collodium collection. Why do I need collodium though, Robert and Peggy? What now that we see? Well, I'll answer it. It is the fact that we can spin to win. Apologies.
But if you head over to the profile, you should also be able to see a profile book.
Pending.
Yeah, so it's in that front opening page. You'll see how many points you've been generating there.
Oh, in the profile.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
So this will be moving over to Synergy later on, but
Does that
so
little
yes.
yellow highlight?
there you
Yeah.
go. So you are generating 200 and what is that, 64?
Yes.
Rank points per week, right
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
this
know. It
one's
sounds good. I don't know though.
there. I mean, that'll be like 100 and something collodium at the end of the day.
so
Ooh.
every
So
5
we
rank points equals
spinning.
1 collodium.
Yeah, so it's a 5-to-1 ratio on rank points to collodium. Collodium.
Yeah.
This my first question is collodium. It's a soft currency, right? Or is this going to be is this actually on chain? It's on chain, right? 'Cause you have to sign a.
Yeah.
So it is
Yeah.
on chain. We came across this system through working with Moku and really talking about how we wanted to use this in the future. It is, lack of a better term, our game currency. So this will never be like a tradable token, but it is on chain. All your actions are being tracked with it when you use it on the spin wheel. But you can't sell it, buy it, or trade it with others. It's, lack of
Yeah.
a better term, locked to your wallet when you earn it.
Okay, yeah, nice. I like that factor anyway because it's giving on-chain activity, one for the network for Ronin, and two, then you guys can literally you have a all of this data essentially on how Collodium is spent as well. Of
Yeah.
course, you'd have that if it was soft currency, but it allows you to interact with the network and with on-chain reward systems like the spin. So yeah, that's really cool. What is going to happen then here with KDR? The only way to earn KDR right now through the play to airdrop is by participating in the synergy system and obviously collecting rank points through the spin wheel and through playing the
Yeah.
alpha and the synergy, right?
I can cover that in a bit more detail too. So everything that feeds to the leaderboard right now, the leaderboard is really what is going to distribute KDR, or at least alpha KDR. Um, uh, so once you climb this leaderboard, KDR or alpha KDR will be proportionally distributed over 150 rank points. So if people are trying to just bot it and just get a couple of points in on the rank board, that won't do it. Like you have to climb up to at least 150 plus points in order to at least just get the base alpha KDR drop to you. So a lot of that extends from either you doing synergy, spin wheel, or quests right now. So quests, and badges, those will come out of you playing the Kaidro alpha every time it pops up, like clan battles. Um, it's not the main uh, rank point generator though to the leaderboard just yet. Yeah, there you go. So I think a really important thing to highlight about Kaidro and the way we see it is that it's an ecosystem that's ever growing. And with that, the amount of KDR that's going to distribute is also going to grow over time based on each system that we sort of implement or add into um, uh, the overall website. So there is going to be a time in the near future where uh, Hydro Clan Battles is in a more active state, and those points that you generate there are going to go to the leaderboard as well. So there's going to be multiple ways for people to contribute to that leaderboard and get their alpha KDR. Either you're a gamer and that's all you care about, you just want to play the game and earn points that way, that's fine, you could do that. Or you're not a gamer, but you like the IP, you can do the
Yeah.
spin wheel and do synergy. There's going to be lots of ways for people to contribute that way and climb the leaderboard.
Yeah, so accommodating for a lot of different collectors and players and fans in general. This is a really good graphic. Study this, screenshot it now if you want. It's on X as well, so you can locate it there. This is what I was saying with the detailed posts. If you need to find something out, you guys have done a really great job of displaying this information, and of course hosting your live streams, which has worked tremendously well with other IPs on Ronin, like Pixels, for example. And I feel like you guys have you've taken that on and done a great job with that. And it feels personable, I love it. And you know what? I'm not gonna ask it live here and now, but we'll obviously I'll send some messages and get it organized. But we would love to have you on Moki Mates, which is our interview series that's dropping today. So yeah, let's do that in the near
Yeah,
future.
please.
Um,
Yes, I would love to. I just saw your guys' announcement yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, that's fun. It looks
Definitely.
super frustrating and
Yeah,
fun at
I
the
think
same
we
time.
could get a little PvP between you guys live. It'll be the first duo interview, and you guys can go head to head as well as
Yeah.
against our
Oh
leaderboard.
yeah, that
That'll
sounds
be
super
Oh,
interesting.
fun.
Peggy's gonna kick my ass. But
Go
yeah.
Peggy. Yeah, let's see what happens. But no, this is it's really interesting. I do have some questions, obviously involving myself with the Collodium collection and now going towards the rank points and focusing on the leaderboard itself.
Yeah.
And I saw the question in the chat too, and people are wondering the collodium itself. Like, is there any incentive to really to store collodium, to save collodium, or should we really be focusing on, if we want that leaderboard rank, should we really be spinning all of our collodium when we get the opportunity to? I guess the
That's
question really is the P2A.
for yeah. There's always going to be future ways and utilities to use Collodium and the Kaidro NFTs. I mean, for an example, Synergy going live is a new way for people to use their NFTs. To be honest and frank, I don't know what those are yet. Like they kind of happen as we strategize and play out. There are systems that are not live yet that we are building out actively right now that will come out in a few months within this year that I can definitely foresee using Collodium.
Mhm.
However, the main system and the way you see it today is to climb that leaderboard. And it will be like this for a couple of months, for sure. There, what am I trying to say? This leaderboard you guys see right now that we have going, we have it shaped for the month of August. But this is going to be a monthly system that plays out yearly for us going forward. So there's going to be one for September. There's going to be one for October. We haven't told people yet when we're truly planning to mint the pilots. So a lot of what people are getting right now is sort of an early access to the pilots before the pilots even get to that minting window in the month that they're going to release.
Yeah.
Um, so
Yeah, and I would say too, the prizes do change month to month.
Mhm.
It may not, maybe so that's something to be aware of as well.
Talking about prizes, my goodness gracious. Yo, if you finish number one, you are set, my boy. You are, and girl, you are set. You are absolutely, yo, listen, a Lord Pilot of Emerald Hand, low key trash, but okay. Uh, two whitelists though for the pilots. So we know the pilot mint is coming soon. We speculated around it after we saw Spirit Guardians. So it was like, there's another piece to the puzzle here. So definitely coming, confirmed. You'll get one Spark Suit crate again. Could be something. Could be something special. Could be. 3 Astral Eggs, a portion of Alpha KDR, and a portion of more Collodium. As we're saying, there are future use cases for Collodium, and of course, the spin wheel may stick around because you know how much we love to gacha, and those prizes might be able to change. Of course, the second and third ranks equally as profitable in terms of rewards. It's definitely worth the effort, the grind, the dedication. So if you're locked in, you're rocking with Kaidro, you have your assets set, you've been testing the game, you're putting yourself in a really great position to be able to earn these rewards themselves. But
I have to say too, we are learning a lot every single day with the community. You guys drained that gotcha machine way faster than we anticipated. So we will be restructuring it going into the month of September. But yeah, there will be more prizes over on the spin wheel as this continues to evolve.
nice, yeah. You put something that flashes, makes nice colors and sounds, and gives us rewards, and we will click. We will click. I'm sure you'll see a lot of these once a day badges being given out towards the end of August. So definitely a badge that I want. Shout out to the bro. I know it's bubblegum violence colors, but yeah, I'm fucking with
Oh,
it.
I should probably clarify this too because we didn't really talk about it in the video. The synergy badge you get through just doing synergy monthly. It's a bit similar to the once a day click,
Mhm.
but this just requires you
Synergy for the month, pretty much.
with that synergy badge. I would say the once a day click is a lot more aggressive because that does require you to come in every single day and cling your collodium.
Yep, the daily claim.
Yeah, there you go.
I think Gila, I don't know if you ever saw this one page, but there is when you go back to the synergy rules, there is it that one
Hit here.
synergy combinations, yeah. And they go all the way down. There's like one more link that shows you every combination possible for the NFTs. Which one is
That's
it?
the video. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so this is like
My favorite
yeah,
Excel spreadsheets. Jesus.
yay, so exciting. But there's like every combination possible of like the 3 NFT like sets that you put together. So if you don't want to do the math, it's in here. So
Logic, this looks like your neck of the woods, mate. Min max the shit out of this. Let's go.
Yeah, it looks
Okay.
good. I love spreadsheets. This is amazing.
Wow.
I think
Yeah.
Layer designed this one for you, One Logic, for Logic. However,
yeah, I mean, the Kaidro community is like ready for it. I think this amount of detail was something that everybody really wanted. So we meticulously went through it several times to on the numbers that changed on like synergy and all that, and how much like base points, and yeah, this is what kicked
Yeah.
out.
If I scroll fast enough, I feel like we might transport into the Matrix.
Yeah, I don't think don't worry about getting more details, but
Look at this. Oh my goodness. Yes. And wow, it really goes
Yeah.
down to number 5.
Nah.
51,000. Oh, right, good night. Yes. But if you are that in depth, yes. There it is for you. But no, like I said, there's always great detail for everything that you guys are running, and I know it's greatly appreciated by the community.
I,
So
I'm gonna hijack this real quick. I just want to thank the community because I think we spent, I don't know, it feels like forever, but I think we spent probably 4 weeks going over synergy numbers and the community yelling at Peggy and I aggressively, but we listened. I know we didn't give numbers every single person, or at least exactly what they wanted, but I think we found a nice middle ground that everyone's generally happy with. I do see in the chat there's some people saying they can't hear. I don't know if that's just them not being able to click in and listen to us, but I
We had
just wanted to point
we had
that
a similar problem actually on the computer.
out. Now,
damn. I honestly,
Forks is saying they can't.
I'll be candid. There is a hurricane where I'm at right now, so it might be my internet dropping in and out. So if you can hear me at certain times, can't hear me at other times, it's probably because of that. But yeah, hopefully if you can hear me, then you're a skilled listener. If you can't hear me, then try check out one of the other streams that are going on right now. We're on
Okay.
X, we're on Twitch, and we're on YouTube too. But yeah, I think
I'm hearing you just
should be good.
fine, so I don't know if it's a weird issue with Discord, but I do see some people saying they can hear you and some can't.
Right click,
Yeah,
check.
can
Oh.
you hear me? Anyway,
Hello.
can I get some collodium to spin, please? No, but
I think Infinity is going to be done tomorrow, so
Yeah.
you know.
okay. Well, listen, if you haven't
We don't
already
have to
tried it
listen.
out, if you haven't already tried it out, make sure you go and do it. And when we see more collodium in the ecosystem, because obviously this is just launched, I'd love to see some content from you guys spinning this wheel, spin to win. It's a nice quick video that you can get out there and supercharge it. Give an explanation of what Kaidro is beforehand. Nice little quick cuts, and then get into the spinning. If you want to hire me as your manager, then I wouldn't. But
Please.
let's
Spin it.
let's keep
know-
it moving. But yeah, go ahead, Robert.
One thing. Well, one thing I forgot to cover too with Alpha KDR is that
Start your play to
you'll
airdrop.
see this in the overall infograph, but we do have it so that you will be able to use Alpha KDR in the future for synergy setups. That is hopefully going to happen this month. So there's going to be a way for you guys to get Alpha KDR before the leaderboard finishes. That's all I can say on that side, but that you shouldn't have to use Ron in the future in order to do these setups. That will be the whole system here, which is you earn Alpha KDR and you use Alpha KDR in order to do these setups.
Nice. Yeah, there was a question that I saw earlier on that was asking, where does the run actually go to? In my personal opinion, if it goes directly to you guys and the team, then I am for it, support it. But yeah, it was a question that I did see in the chat.
It goes to my dogs, so I hope you guys are happy with that.
That's even better. Let me go do another
So I
line.
look at all this about
I mean, yeah, it always goes to the team. Like that's how Peggy and I do all this. Like anything that comes in through NFT sales, investment, you can check actively. Peggy and I don't even pay ourselves. It all just goes to the Kaidro hemisphere and us building out this product and making sure it has the lifespan it needs in order to see success.
Yeah. So this is the next thing I want to talk about here. Like, I don't know how leaky we can get here, but
Yes.
when
Right,
pilots?
Luke Oh. I mean, can we say like it's kind of leaked out there already through our spreadsheet?
it's subject to change.
Yeah. The what I have learned in all of this time through talking with my counsel is everything is subject to change. Just know that everything is subject to change. But I believe October is the time frame we're talking about here for pilots. So this means you're going to have about 2.5 months in order to collect your whitelists, to collect your lords. And the stage you're seeing here on the leaderboard is just version 1 of all of this. In September, I think we're going to have more whitelists allocated on that leaderboard as well. For pilots, and then in October that's going to grow even more. So as we build up to pilots, releasing the overall atmosphere around pilots is going to continue to build up. The month of August, we're only showing you the crates. In the month of September, we're going to reveal what the pilots look like to the community. And then in October is going to be the way for you to actually mint and collect them.
Nice. So, well, I'm seeing a few questions that I can answer in the chat as well. With the P2A, you will need assets to participate in the synergy, but there are ways to participate just by playing the betas, and of course, if you do collect your badges through the quests as well. But you will need to have 3 NFTs to start your first slot of synergy. So that is definitely a requirement.
Yeah, journals are sort of the free entry into the Kaidro hemisphere, and there are enough quests for you to complete. It just takes time, but there's enough quests for you to complete with your journals in order to get up to 100 rank points. But the next 50 you're going to have to do through collecting your daily collodium and spinning the spin wheel in order to meet that 150 criteria on the leaderboard for free. So it's not easy. We did this on purpose in order to prevent botting as much as possible because it becomes a time commitment and time suck in order for you to do that.
Yeah, yeah. Now, talking about the assets and the IP, we had Forgotten Runiverse come into the Ronin ecosystem this month, well, July, and they, we heard stories around their royalties, right? And like my vision on where I see Kaidro going, this is an absolutely something that can globally sell, in my opinion. The comic series, the lore, and then eventually we get towards things like potential animations and anime essentially. I wanted to know like where you guys are at with that. Of course, a ton of things on your plate right now, dealing with this system, incorporating the Web3 elements and the game itself. But where do you guys see a future for asset ownership within the law itself and then potential community royalty distribution?
Good question. So book 4 has been in development for a while, and so that is coming to a close by October. Book 5, though, we're in a state right now where we're starting to do the layout for character contests so that we can get people rolled into that. But we're also going to start doing a drawing or a raffle of people's suits and also pilots into book 5. So that'll be sort of the first entry into it because all the clans start to make their way into book 5, and they also show up in book 6, which will kind of be the wrap up for this season of Kaidro at least. And a lot of that is going to spread into 2025. Like the actual release of those books, but the raffles for those are going to happen this year in order to get people into those books and get them going. The animation will follow a similar structure. So, for an instance, a lot of the animation is still in pre-production. So that's like script development, storyboard layout, discussions. Because doing an animation series is very different from doing a comic series. Like once you start to roll on the animation, you want to roll on it all at once. While the comic, we kind of do one at a time. It's like we finish one, we move on to the next one.
Well, it's also the elaboration of the story. Like what's told on paper is different from like on screen. You actually can put a lot more on screen. So the story is going to be elaborated, which is really cool. Characters that we can dive into a little deeper.
Yeah. When it comes to what was it you were saying, Gilla? Not asset ownership, but
royalty distribution.
Royalty distribution. There's no easy way for us to say that here, other than there will be a way for you to lock up or synergize your pilots to gain a special title on the animation series, which will become special rewards. So the pilots have a different utility to them than any of the other collections. So people will be randomly drawn from Spark Suits, from Spirit Guardians, but the pilots themselves will have a special utility directly into the animation series.
Okay, so yeah, man, pilots definitely one of those to put it on your calendar, get ready, gear up. September's going to be an interesting month though because we'll start to actually see some visual representations of them. People can start, preparing for or at least copium for the ones that they want, and
Yeah.
and hopefully, well, now knowing that there is future use cases much broader than the other assets, it will see a really impressive secondary market.
Yukio?
A little choppy.
Oh, we lost you for a second. That hurricane's really starting to make its
Yeah,
way into
I
your
can see the
room.
the trees are swaying. They're doing. Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
Same
but
with us.
but no, I was just alluding to the fact that like the pilots really, secondary market should be pretty damn crazy, knowing there's a slight more attachments to those assets themselves. So looking forward to that for sure. We've got about 20 minutes still to go. I've got a few questions that I did,
Yeah.
put to the side for myself. If you guys have any questions, keep firing them in the chat. I'm keeping my eye on that for sure. And the one question I do want to ask, right as we're on the subject of pilots, is how many pilots will there be? What is the what are we looking at in terms of the supply of pilots?
Good question.
I mean, it's going to be less than the Spark Suits, but internally we're just debating like, do we do even less? You know what I mean? So the number is
Mhm.
to be
The
determined.
number is to be determined.
Mhm.
The collection for pilots is going to be hyper unique, because I've seen what a final pilot looks like, but our system is the one that randomly generates everything for us. And so what we're working on right now are a lot of different accessories and things like that for the pilots.
Mhm.
Um, and so at the end of the day, all we do is punch in a number, and the system will randomly generate those things together. But each clan has its own unique look within it, so it's a little bit more special looking overall than what we saw with Spirit Guard. So lower number, more uniqueness across the entire collection.
Yeah, interesting stuff, exciting too. I think from like first thoughts, first impression of the concept of having less um, pilots, I'm a fan of personally, just because of there should be more of an abundance of spark suits because pilots might man more than one suit, and then spirit guardians they don't choose everyone, right? And then if we look at Gaia itself within the lore, being a pilot is actually a very prestigious role, and not everybody can be a pilot. So if that is kind of follows through in the lore, and then of course if you look at the abilities in which the pilots will allow the holders and the doors it will open up, like the exclusivity factor is probably gonna supercharge again the value that it's already accredited to. So I personally think that it's a good route to take. And yeah, I hope
Yeah, I
that
mean,
answers the question.
when we looked at Spirit Guardians 2, and kind of like we were talking about the lore, like looking at the world, like there are a lot of Spirit Guardians that you just don't see in the world of Kaidro that exists within the ecosystem, and there are like events that we have planned around them, kind of like Archives of Source. But for us, also from the state of like the economy, we always wanted to have a collection that was just easier for people to get into with the overall property. That's why there's more of them out there, but the pilots were always meant to be sort of like a premium collection for people
Yeah.
when they come out, similar to how the Spark suits are. But the pilots will have an extra utility on top of them that we just don't have with the other collections.
Mhm.
Again, more will come out on that, but regardless, the pilots do share a lot of the same utilities as the Spark suits and Spirit Guardians, so you will see them in game. They will have more uses in the future in game than they have currently. Right now, you just see them in your profile in sort of a black silhouette state. But there will be other features that Robert has leaked in the past that pilots will show up in the game.
Nice, nice. Yeah, if you've caught a leaky Robert before, say I, because I'm sure a lot of you have. But but yeah, let's
P2I.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's move on to the game itself, the game experience. Of course, Ronin is a gaming blockchain. It is the number one in the world for gaming and Web3. Had a few experiences with the beta itself, and like being candidly here, and we've spoken about it here on the show before. We've had open discussions with the community on recommendations, their thoughts, and those types of things. Advancements, have been made definitely from test to test, and we're seeing that. I wanted to ask you guys the question of your opinions on that progress, and sort of what does
Yeah.
what does it look like? Like of course it's not something you want to release that isn't in a position where you want it, and just to hear your thoughts on how things have been going, and the feedback you've been getting.
Well, I want to be extremely candid about it too. So to kick it all off, just because I'm careful of the word beta, we're still not in beta. We're still in alpha.
Okay.
Just
Yep. Yep.
to push that out there, it's very early days. Like the game looks very polished from an art standpoint. There's still a lot of like little tiny polishes that we're missing across it. But I would say in this current state of it that we saw in Moku, and we'll see this too across. People commenting on X and our Discord and other areas, it was extremely buggy this last time. This is something that we are hyper aware of. When I say we, me and Peggy, and also our team. It's not something anyone is happy about. We were very confident going into this last Moku event that the game was going to be fine. We had tested it for 2 weeks. The last week we were testing it every single day, and it felt fine to us. We didn't have any fatal errors. The game was running fine, and of course, the night before, when we did a few last bug fixes, the next morning we woke up to a fatal error with the game, and yeah, everyone was not happy about that on our side. We did multiple rollbacks with the game right before we went live, but that fatal error persisted. I believe since then the team has found what the fatal error is. It actually had something to do with NFT skins not collecting data quickly enough in game. But that was something we could have only determined after a few days of collecting data from the team.
The latest, like after the fatal error issue, basically the team spent the whole weekend like rewiring and trying to find the deeper issues that were coming back from the audience.
Yeah.
And it was just slow server, right? So
It was
jumping in.
slow server read was one on the NFTs, and there was a few others that I'm not. I don't want to get wrong in terms of mentioning what they are. We'll be doing a full bug report analysis for everyone to dive into and look at with what happened with it. But I do thank everyone who participates. Like, I know it's not fun playing a buggy game, but only through mass playing do we get to see all the issues that are occurring. And so I just want to thank everyone for being a part of that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go for it, Gil.
I was just gonna say, like at this point, it's a sobering moment for me as well, because I've been labeling this word beta, and really understanding that and changing the perspectives and expectation as well of myself, a community as well. Like we're very much in alpha. This is very early stages, and just to kind of echo that, and make sure it's understood that these are the days in where we weed those things out, and the game really does get put to the chopping block, and cuts off the fat and things that can be improved. So it is the alpha phase that we're in. And the fact that we're able to, as a community, come in and test in these early phases is a credit to the process anyway.
And that's what something I wanted to comment on too, which is like that's why we don't have the game connected to the leaderboard just yet. You get badges and things like that for participating in the alpha and giving us notes and feedback, but we don't have those literal points going directly there because we know that there's going to be issues that we can't foresee in areas just yet. But what I want to get at though is that the team is very aware of what happened, and we are moving towards another, which should be our last alpha test, going into mid-September. So we'll have more updates for that in the community. But what we're looking at is moving into beta sometime after that, and then looking for game launch at the end of this year. Still, we'll, of course, everything's subject to change. We'll keep updating the community on that. But what that means is that the points that you'll start earning in game will start going towards the leaderboard, and there is going to be seasonal.
It's the big day where
Systems that will connect towards your NFTs, that people will be able to unlock, and that will lead towards much larger pools of alpha or KDR at that point that people will be able to earn through their clan battles that they'll be doing in game. So similar to like the infograph that you guys see right now, there is going to be a V3 of the website later this year. So this is pretty major league stuff that I'm putting out there, but that will loop in Kaidro clan battles, that'll loop in Kaidro clan pockets, that'll loop in clan quests, that will all be a part of a separate leaderboard that will feed into that seasonal content just for the game side of things on Kaidro.
Nice. Yes, we got the tap turned on. No, I really appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming through and you know, being here to share this information across and really celebrate, because you guys are making strides forwards. You know, it's August, the acceleration month is which we're being, you know, we're coining it. And you know, you having you guys as part of that too. You know, it's really important to share that and get that message across. So thank you guys for being here. I know it's super early as well on the west side where you guys are at, so I appreciate you. And I know you guys have a busy day ahead, so I won't keep you holding here. And ask some difficult questions. One question I had in my mind was when TGE, but that might be a bit too much. That might be turning the hose on instead of the tap. Yeah.
It's soon. I mean, you know, that's one of the reasons why there's Alpha KDR and Collodium is we need to track on-chain data. So keep participating, keep being a part of Kaidro, because you're the ones that are bringing KDR to life.
Yeah. I mean, we'll also throw out there, like, if you guys are running into, we know there's running into issues with the game or the spin wheel, the website, and all those things. It's because, again, you guys are kind of getting things as we like put them out, and for us, it's like, you know, one way you do things where you just, you know, wait till it's like perfect, then you put it out. But for us, you know, we understand that you don't really know until you have.
Mm-hmm.
Running into, for example, is collodium and like spinning on the wheel, and you want to do multiple spins. But that definitely, you know, is an issue that came up. They're like, oh, I see. So it's not something a quick fix overnight, but it's something that we are definitely pushing to the front of getting as soon as possible. Because obviously, like Igila, basically after your synergy wraps up at the end of this week, you're gonna have a lot of collodium. But you know, like using one collodium at a time on the spin wheel can take a while.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there's power users like Axiology who have 2,000 collodium. So,
Bro, Axiology's name just stands out now because of his involvement in this specific collection. Like, he has done the most, and you know, and hopefully reaps the benefits for it. So shout out to you, Axiology, man. I see.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we learn from everyone, including the whales, and so we are going to have a power way of spinning the spin wheel. But August is going to be a painful month. What I mean is that you're gonna have to click every single spin. Hopefully by the end of August, I have a meeting later today with our team to really dive into the idea of doing multiple spins at once on the spin wheel. It sounds like a super easy idea, but it just, you know, it
involves some of that code, some of that matrix
exactly.
language, and it's
you know,
not so easy.
You do one thing, it might break something else. So that's why we're pretty careful about it. The other thing is you know, the whales is a whole different system here. It's like they have to do something which, you know, you set up your synergy setup, but imagine going through like 200, 300 NFTs to set up. So stuff like that is definitely like a V2 kind of fix. But again, like the power users are really teaching us the other side of it all, of like setups.
But I mean, as we're approaching end here, I just want to say thank you, Gila, for having us on here today.
Always,
minutes to talk about these things. And you know, you said it best when we first started talking with you at the beginning of the year, back in February. You know, keeping the community edging. I hope we've kept you edging the entire time up until
Oh
now.
my gosh, yes.
And
Well,
there's going to be
that
more edging to
moment,
be had.
that moment when I get to, I don't know if you know what, fuck, it's the Ronin Radio. This moment when I get to bust, oh my god, it's gonna be fucking climax of the century. No, but we appreciate you guys always, and it's been a pleasure having you, join the Ronin army, and you guys represent exactly what, founders in this space, should act like and should present themselves. So, I always appreciate it. And I really look forward to that Monkey Mates episode. We'll get it locked in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I can't wait for that. And maybe there's the future Kaidro clan pockets that we can all do with each other too.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Last question. Pilot whitelist allocation for Ronin Radio? Question mark?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lock it in for them listeners. Shout out to the community that are always tuning in week on week. We're gonna get you guys some juicy rewards. But yeah, thank you for coming through on this fine morning and with a hurricane in the background. It was well needed, and I hope you guys are now set up for success with the Kaidro play to airdrop this month. So yeah, any last words, comments, anything to leave us with?
Man, I don't know. This was a pretty juicy one with lots of leaks, but I mean, just stay with us month to month. Like I said, this leaderboard is entirely new. It's going to keep evolving and changing as we head into each month. But there is going to be a monthly leaderboard, so just keep your eyes on that and see what those different rewards and prizes are going to be.
Yeah. Don't forget to do your daily claim.
Yes, don't forget your daily claim.
You have another daily habit, behavior. Well, I don't know but it's just a habit, bro. Make it a habit, and it will stick. I have literally like the rounds. I just, Stark is one of our close friends of the show. He has like a set. What is it, like a template where he turns his computer on, presses a button, and it like opens all of the tabs for daily stuff. I'm sure he'll be adding this one to that setup, and it's actually a smart idea. I've been adopting that too. When I log in,
there you go.
When I log in every day, man, it goes beep 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 beep. All of these stuff is opening, and the dailies will get fulfilled. So stay on top of it. I want to see those badges at the end of the month, and yeah, we're gonna give away some. We're gonna give away some Ron as well for this show today. I'm giving away 5 Ron to someone who goes on 2X right now, because the stream is going to stay live. We're going to keep talking to you guys. We've still got some updates to go through. But if you go on X right now, you find Ronin Radio, you find the broadcast itself. If you quote tweet that with a screenshot, I will be giving 5 Ron away to one of you guys in the audience. So, but again, thank you, Peggy and Rob, for coming through. Yeah. And that was Kaidro play to airdrop, bro. This is what's going on, bro. It's Web3. The ownership comes back. It's not it's not something to be taken lightly. We're building out this industry here, and some of the superpowers are here with you guys. So harness it, harness the opportunities, and yeah, man, let's keep it moving. But thanks, guys. Much love.
Yep. Thank you, Kayla. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow. That was Kaidro, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. I'm getting that synergy in. You think I'm ever reading this, though? Hell to the motherfucking no. I don't. Yeah, you guys min-max that. I'm going to just be here vibing with my collection. That's it. I'm going to participate, but I am not going through this. Yeah? Cool. Awesome. But now, I mean, look, it does look so pretty. I want to lips this book. I want to give it a smooch. But if you haven't started your synergy, then it should have supercharged you to go ahead and get started today. I think, to be honest, one of the easiest ways to get involved, you can triple up, right? You can go 1, 2, 3 with Spirit Guardians, which have the lowest floor at the moment. So you can literally go in here, get the same, synergy is important. You go in here, you get the same color theme, just whack it on. And you go ahead and just sweep 3, right? And you'll be actively involved in the synergy system. Of course, if you want to go and min-max it, here we go, 51,000 ways to do it. It's all there for you. It's if you don't have the volume to participate, well, guess what? It is a PvP environment. So sorry, you can't just Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it sucks. But you know, just stop sucking, and it will be better. Anyway, yo, Stark. I don't know how much of it you heard. I don't know if you're involved in the Kaidro ecosystem. I actually haven't seen or heard you talk much about Kaidro, my bro. But good morning to you. And are you active? Is this in your dailies?
It's I already added it before the show started. I saw as she was explaining it, I saw the spin wheel thing.
Uh-huh.
So it's in my activities. I did my daily claim. I have a few NFTs, but I tried to play once, and you couldn't reassign the keys, and I have a French keyboard, so I was like I couldn't move.
Wait, what is a French keyboard, bro? Please explain.
No, just the letters are not all in the same place.
Okay, I had the images of a baguette in my head with keys on it. Yes, good morning. We got a French joke in there. Shout out to Kidika, the Frenchman in Southeast Asia too. Our rats, 1 of 1 holder. If anyone wants to get the rats, the king of the rats, bro, that's honestly one of the best 1 of 1s. Like, offer him 50,000 run. He said he'll get out for that, but I know it's a big offer. But we saw the biggest sale of a Moki this week on the Mavis market. Or 2 of them, yeah.
The second one happened.
A second one went down. Jeez, let's check it out. Let's check it out. We'll go to view all collections. Moki's up here, number 2. You know what I'm saying? And can we go to activity? Well, I'm probably not going to be able to snipe it in the activity zone.
Filter by sales. This is just listing. Filter by sales.
Ooh. Okay, there's the 8th thou wow. Oh my god.
Wow,
wait, Edu!
No way.
Oh wait, no. Okay, this is definitely Jonah trying to frame Edu right here. I believe there's no way.
No. I think he sold that, bro.
No, I think he did. Yeah, and he's right. It's cashing in, baby.
Wait, Edu? You paper hander? Oh my god, I don't know what to say.
It's 8,000 run.
No, I'm joking, bro. Fucking get that shit locked in, bro. If it was me, yeah. I'm give me my fucking 8,000 run, bro. Let's go. But big shout out to you.
Who is the Ronin Moku? Like, who bought it? Who's SS3?
I wonder if that's the Moku team. Someone there, maybe Bruce or something.
Yeah, just said, you know what? We're not gonna pay you this month. We just buy the 1 of 1 off you, mate. I honestly I don't know. SS3 is literally the only asset they hold. So strange behaviors, anomaly behavior, but I don't feel like doing Sherlock Holmes today. So where was the other sale you were talking about? 8,000 run, and then we've got there was 2. Okay, there's 2 8 thou wows and a 1 thou wow as well. This one surprised me though that this went for the same price as a 1 of 1. I know it is 1 of 1, and it was.
That's a higher rating. That's like the best 1 of 1.
I mean, this just means that because Edu's sale was after, it just means that Edu got a really good sale in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if anyone wants to buy one of my Mokis for 8,000 run, you know, we can over the counter it. But yeah, no, this is just exciting. It's exciting to see that you know, this much value is kind of being put upon the Moki collection. You know, if that's the 1 of 1 floor, it's a pretty fucking impressive floor. So yeah, man. Congratulations to whoever scooped that one up. But yeah, man.
Speaking of Mokis, I mean, I do want to mention something, right? Like we dropped something, bro, and I feel like
should we do?
People gotta know.
Should we do?
Gotta know.
We did. We dropped it. If you didn't see it on X, I don't know, bro. You got to turn post notifications on for Moku anyway because there's some stuff. But yeah, you're absolutely right. We dropped the animation intro for our series Moki Mates. The first episode actually is live right now, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's live right now. We got quests as well on the platform to, you know, make sure you guys check out the ep. It should be on YouTube as far as I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through here and we should probably be able to find it.
Yeah, maybe we could do a little watch party. And I think, dude, the internet for just us too. I mean, my shit's cutting out as well.
That link is broken.
Whose hand?
Oh wait, it works for you. Video was removed.
Oh damn! Maybe I have like permissions. I don't know. My internet is moving booky right now, bro. I'm literally in a hurricane. If I get swept out of this stage, bro, it's blame the hurricane, man. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, should we do a watch party? Should we do it? I'll unshare screen and put the audio on, so you guys can actually hear what's going on. Just let me know if I'm doubling up on audio right now, because sometimes that happens when I allow audio on. Yeah. We're all good. Everyone sounds great. Sounds good. Sounds great. Okay. Yeah. What is Ronin Radio code today? So you know what? Should we give it them before we go ahead and start the watch party? And then after, are we gonna sit here and watch 18 minutes? Are we gonna watch the whole thing, or are we gonna leave that for you guys on your own? You know what? I'll give you the teaser. I'll give you the teaser right here. Right. I'll give you the teaser, and then at the end of the show. Okay, we're watching the whole thing. All right, fucking, it's not my choice. Let me do the news, right? So everyone gets their little bonus here of being updated. One thing I did really want to cover on news front is the post that we had from Mr. Psych Out. You know, just covering what happened earlier on in the week. I don't think it's something that we could just overlook, move past, and say everything is roses and whatever. So here is the update on that. We did have a conversation on it last show, and of course, to make you guys aware that there was an issue with the bridge. There was an update that happened, and during that update, there was exploitations. It was a white hat exploitation, which means that they did it with good intention to come back and report, and I'm sure I would pay them handsomely for doing that, because they've saved a lot of trouble.
Well, the hackers got paid the same that Snoop Dogg is getting paid daily to be at the Olympics, $500,000.
That ain't bad then, eh? That ain't bad. Snoop is like literally the fucking mascot of America right now. So shout out to him.
Even. But he's actually the room. Like obviously it needs to be confirmed, but it's $500,000 a day every time he makes an appearance. On top of he seems to be having such a blast.
Yeah.
You see him crip walking with the
in the crowds and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, what a life.
Next to the right next to the Olympic dressage horse. That was.
Well, from crip walking to crypto. Yeah.
Yes.
The update is here. The ETH, which is equivalent to around $10 million has been returned, and we expect that USDC will be returned later today. This was the other day, so hopefully that has been finalized. We thank the white hats. It has. Cool. So we thank the white hats for the vigilance and integrity. The bug bounty program will reward the white hats with 500k bounty. Stark feels terribly about this because the bug bounty was never paid to him. I know that's what he's thinking exactly at this moment. But the bridge will undergo an audit before it's reopened, which it has undergone. Is that even a word? Undergone, anyway. We aim to shift operation of the bridge away from the current structure. We'll be working with the Ronin validators to onboard a new solution, and we'll provide updates on this as the work progresses. So I honestly think, yeah, the auditing process has to change. This has to be a pain point, but we learn from it, and we're a bit more tight the next time we do things like updates to the bridge itself. So in other news, it was a bad moment at a bad time, because of course the markets are bleeding, and it's it's the last thing you want to but ultimately, the way it was handled, the way that it now has taught lessons, in my opinion, I take it from a positive point and say, listen, at least funds weren't actually drained, and we're not chasing and panicking about where those funds are. Of course, Sky Mavis do put that promise there to that they won't leave users high and dry. There is treasury, there is backup for that type of stuff. It's the last and worst case scenario, which we didn't have to go to this time round. So the lessons should be of there should be of enough equity in this situation to turn out from this and say that there are positives in this situation. I don't really want to cover it too much more because I'm not the technical guy to really go into these in-depth conversations, but yes, I think one of the strong points here is that we changed the process in which we were using, so that things are tightened up. But enough on that. Lumaterra. Kaidro was saying that you're going to have to go and click the spin as many times as the collodium that you have, but at least you won't be clicking that fucking mouse button as much as you will be in Lumaterra. I was going to ask questions on how the community feels about it, but that's long-winded. We're not going to do that because we're going to jump into this watch party. Ultimately, I can't deny that the data and the market speaks for itself. The last 2 days, there's been 30 something thousand volume of RON in the 24-hour. This last 24-hour cycle is now sitting at 44,000 RON. People are invested in this ecosystem even in these early phases, and I've seen people playing this quite a lot. It was very difficult, and it's not easy to get into the game. I feel like starting later rather than being the guy who started day one and just started was firing on all cylinders, doing everything, leveling up with XYZ to get to the point where they're now like, maybe I should have done things differently. You're probably feeling a bit of pain right now, whereas those who may be a bit slower or haven't rushed into things now can be learning from those mistakes and knowing the setup of the game. Personally, myself, because I did take it slower than I initially would with a closed beta test. I'm now set up for a success. So fuck you guys if you run in there. No, I'm joking. But I've it's grown on me. I found myself playing 6-7 hours. Not yesterday, the day before that, and really starting to understand how good a game, how good a game experience this could be for Ronin gamers, and then the data itself and how the market has been responding to the game itself and its in-game items is nothing short of incredible for a closed beta, for not even a full game release, for it to be performing like this is pretty damn impressive. So you kind of have to give it its flowers where it's due, and yeah, bro, continue to play and enjoy your experience in Lumaterra. How long does anyone here know how long the Lumaterra closed beta test is open for?
I think almost a month. Yeah.
Oh damn! So yeah, we got time. We got time, ladies and gentlemen. We got time. But yeah, just about to hit that 100K run in volume. I will confess, I did go into this market and buy 10 of every basic material, because yeah, the grind is pretty time consuming, and if I can throw 30 run at this and it really propels me forwards to to have fun instead of have to just grind, I will do it, and I did it. Right, I bought the minerals, the desert tree wood, the other wood, pumpkin vines. The ordinary wood, like I said, we bought wire mesh. We bought the green slimes. And there's something else. There's another thing. We bought pumpkin sprouts too. And I believe that was it. I believe that's all I bought, just so I can fulfill some of these quests. But yeah, let me know how you guys are feeling about the game experience itself. You can put some comments in the chat, and I'll register them. I'll read through them if we get the time to. But yeah, Lumaterra, bro, go fucking play it if you haven't. If you have played it, let me know how you feel, because August is heating the fuck up. Yesterday we had Scorpion King, not from Tekken, but from Ragmon instead. If you didn't claim one of these, I don't blame you, because 15 tickets is pretty crazy. I only managed to pick up 2, and I'm dry on tickets now. I'm fucked. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm going to this market and saying, hey, you know what? I wanna go ahead and purchase 100 of these bad boys and end up spending $100 odd, right? Fuck me. $110 just to get 100, and that would have even given me 10 of these. What?
Yeah, I only got 3 myself, and I'm out.
Yeah.
I can't get any more, so I hope they don't drop any more, because I'm really not looking to buy more tickets. I had 500 plus at the start of the whole campaign, and I was like, yo, I think I'm gonna be good. I'm not good. I need 7 more scorpions if I'm gonna do the 10 of each, but god damn, bro.
Yeah, if you haven't already as well, this is just another reminder. It should have already happened, but you can link your email address now to your wallet on this website here, and you'll be entered in for a raffle. The third raffle is going, well, it's happened, right? This is the third raffle. Wait, give me a date, bro. This was the most recent one, right? Yeah, August 5th. Okay, this is the most recent one. Let's check the winners. Did I win? It normally shows it in highlighted. I haven't won a fucking thing yet in this ecosystem, so it wouldn't surprise me if we see nothing here. We're about to find out. You know what? I'll scroll like this. It's much faster.
You can also control F.
No. Fuck. What would Control F do?
Find, and then you put in your
Wallet address. How it would be
yeah.
to be a min-maxer. Anyway, I didn't win fuck all. But if you won, congratulations. The third raffle went there. It was an Orochi Baphomet in there too. So whoever won that, you looked out, my friend. You looked the fuck out. But yeah, Ragmon CBT is fast approaching. We don't have a date yet, but we're looking at potentially end of August, start of September, time periods, time frames. We're looking for a full game release by the middle of to end of September, maybe early October. So yeah, it's starting to heat up. And I believe Cami said to me yesterday how many more monsters there were, and that there were only like 3 or I don't know if that's 6 or something more, or 9 more. It was like one of the 3 times tables. Yeah, 9 more monsters. So not too much left before we get into the
12
game.
or 15 or 18?
It wasn't, bro. It was single digit. All right, I didn't say that, but that's where we were anyway. It's fast approaching. It's round the corner. So if you haven't got your Ragmons in check, you may want to go see the secondary market and see what you guys can get your hands on. It is not going to be cheap, I will tell you that. But this is arguably going to be one of the biggest IPs in this industry, and the game will be out. So are you going to want to participate? I feel like you are. You still will be able to participate as a free-to-play player, however, but the evolution or the progress to these monsters, like we've seen when I wasted some of the chimeras, you'll have to merge them together to level them up. As you can see, level 2 on the Chimera, and I had 5. Now I have 1, so I'm an idiot, but never mind that. But these processes are probably going to be important, especially in the early stages of the game. And of course, this is Web3. There's going to be token distribution. So if you want to get in there, you want to go PvP, then you do it. All right. Last thing to talk about is the Moki game vote is live. So make sure if you are a Moki holder, you need to go and vote. Right now, I'm seeing a lot of love for the tower defense. I don't know, because this Ragmon game is literally going to be a tower defense style game. So I don't know if you want to go head to head with it, but you guys seem pretty set in stone that you want the tower defense. So yeah, but I would just recommend Pachinko. And yeah. All right, I can see you guys fucking talking about it. I do want to talk about Axie preseason and the roguelike and all that stuff, but we'll put it on pause. If you guys are still chilling around here by the end of this, we'll talk about it. But for now, let's jump in to the first episode of Moki Mates. All right, you guys ready?
Yo, go back to the quest. The quest link, YouTube link got updated. So yeah, just refresh that real quick.
Okay.
And you should be good. Yeah.
Whose hand?
Who's Hantao? Answer it in the chat. But I think before we go live, we'll give a code. We'll give a code, right?
Yes. And the code actually is in the video. So it's actually better if we watch the video first, and then they'll get the code. So it's like it's built in, you know. It's a 2-in-1, 2 birds, 1 stone type of thing. And
Okay then. Well, listen, it's a pleasure for me to bring to you guys the first episode of Moki Mates. I hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, let us know what you think. And also who you'd like for us to talk to. The first episode, of course, had to be Bruce. But yeah, we literally, I will spam anyone's DMs in this entire industry. So any suggestions you have, leave them with us today. But let's get into it, man. Yo, Moki Mates, who's Hantao?
Who's Hantao? Wax on, wax off right now.
Really appreciate you not reading the script.
I grew up in a very poor neighborhood in Yonkers.
Like, your creator's Jesus.
I don't want to be called that. That's weird. Follow me on Twitter. I got no followers.
Well,
Yeah, I made this fucking game. I'll do it. I'll restart.
Hello, Mokis.
I'm so sorry, but this intro animation, big fucking shout out to David Azul, man. David Azul, I don't even know anymore, but bro, he fucking smashed it, and we need to listen to the Quack Quack Momo again. It just makes sense, alright?
fellow Mokies.
Future mates.
Welcome.
Welcome to Moki Mates. Listen, this is no simple interview. We don't want to bore you guys and put you to sleep. So let's make it interesting.
We're here to find out more about the person behind the titles in the space.
And of course, we're all gamers here. So let's put them to the test. And how do we do that? Moki Pochi. It's a game developed by Moku and it's dangerously addicting. A series of items will appear which you have to drop into the playing zone, and connecting two items of the same kind will morph them into a different item. If you manage to fill the entire playing zone and it goes above the top level, that means you fucked up and it's a game over. During all of our interviews here on Moki Mates, the guests will be competing against each other to log the highest score. Yeah, you got it. As we're interviewing them and they're answering questions, they're also going to be playing Moki Pochi. During each of our Moki Mates interviews, the guests will be competing against each other, answering our questions, playing Moki Pochi at the same time, and we think it will lead to some interesting conversations and maybe even some spicy leaks.
So get ready for some exciting conversations and spicy competition between our mates, and we hope you guys enjoy the show.
And if you don't, Moki's gonna shoot you in the fuck. But bro, are you on like the Karate Kid arc right now? Because you are. I don't know if you
Wax on,
can.
wax off right now. Yeah.
How does this even come about? Whose idea? Where the inspiration? And
Okay.
by the way, you're playing some kind of like strategy. It seems right now.
It's called Put Everything in the Corner. Where do you guys think this came from? If you had to guess where this idea...
Like it gives me Tetris.
Tetris, for sure.
Wrong. This was Momo's idea. Momo was playing a game that was very similar to this. It's a Suika game. And we were playing it in Toronto when we all met up as a team to go over what we're doing for the year. And on every single break that we had, we were just watching somebody play the game, and we were like, oh. Yeah, so Momo was like, listen, play this game. We started playing it, and she was like, we need to make this game. And I was, sounds good. Sounds like a good idea. I was telling Han, I was like, don't hype this up. Just like, let's put it out. It's just like a little mini game on the site. And it kind of took off.
How did the NFT idea kind of evolve into existence?
I mean, it was always a part of what we wanted to do. When we started the platform, we were thinking of like, hey, should we have a mascot? Should we not? And Moki was just really important to me. It's like we needed something that the community can rally around and anchor to. Building out the Moki IP is just as important to me as building out the product and building out the community. It's something that people can anchor to. Yeah. And it's way more degenerate than I can have ever imagined. Yeah, Tanukis, they're a little, they're not always, on the ball, right? It's like, Gillet, you'd be like an awesome, like, Tanuki.
I do have big balls.
Party, fun, clever, not super organized, right? Like, not super,
You come from like guild settings to building what you guys are building now. Like, how important were guilds in that moment? How important are guilds still now?
I mean, I think that just communities are important. Whether you want to label yourself as a guild or a guild of guilds or just a Web3 community, like they're super important. Like what we're doing at Moku is trying to turn publishing games into like a bottoms up community event versus like a top down thing. Like I want Gila to and Logic to be calling themselves like a co-publisher in Web3, not like a creator, right? And like smaller folks that are like with like smaller followings that are just gamers, like they're still gonna tell their friends about stuff, right? It's like, what was the last game that you guys played that wasn't like a shill from one of your friends?
Yeah.
When you're like, yo, you gotta play this.
Yeah.
This is dope. Like hop on tonight. Most of these advertising and like top down publishing, I mean, there's always going to be a place for it. Like a lot of these folks have more money than God, and they're going to keep doing their thing and crushing it. But I think there's room for this like bottoms up approach. And what Web3 does really well is like be able to, one, everybody speaks a common language. So like us plugging into games, really easy because everybody talks in NFT standards and token standards. And as long as we operate that way, I can
Hurricaning.
Yeah,
Well,
if you want, I can stream. I got
We
Google
Yeah,
Fiber.
want like 30 seconds or something.
Yeah, go to 6 minutes.
Bet.
Hurricane's hurricaning, bro.
Hope you survive.
I hope I fucking die. Anyway, let's switch screens here.
I got you.
Bro, the biggest leak of them all, bro. Gila has big balls, man. What do you fucking... This is what you came here for? Next, I'm gonna put my cam on. Show you. I'm joking. Logic, hurry up. Let's go.
I got so many tabs, bro. 1 sec. All right, we should be good. 6 minutes.
We're defo gonna drop a little Ron reward as well for people who are reposting the first episode. So at us in that, at Moku, at Logic, at me, at Bruce, because he even asked for followers at the start of the video. And you know, I might just throw some Ron at a few people who get involved and support. We got to pump this one now. We have to pump this. Sorry, I'm gonna let you listen to it, but we need to pump. I need to see the pump. And I'm shutting up. Thanks. Bye.
Is it not working? Is it working? Okay, it's
super
working.
easy. It's like,
Just got to
well,
tap stream
okay, you
volume
send
up.
me tokens, and everybody knows how to accept those tokens, and we all have this synergistic thing, and that's where the opportunity comes in. So like, I don't even remember your question. I'm just going.
We want to get to know you. I mean, Gil and I already kind of know you, right? But like for those that are watching, we want to get to know Bruce, right?
I mean, I've always been a card game player. So I was a Call of Duty, like first-person shooter player when I was in high school, pretty competitively. Sean, our community manager, and I, we had a team that made it to the quarterfinals of like a major, one of the first major online tournaments by GameSpot.com. Dude went to Italy.
It's me, Mario.
No way.
In the later rounds. I blame him to this day. That's the reason why we didn't make it to the finals.
Yeah.
But mainly trading card games. So like Magic the Gathering Online, Runeterra, Rest in Peace, and Axie.
Yeah.
Played a bunch of Axie. Let's just go all the way back. I was a bartender
Nice.
in right after high school. Taste tester at Kraft Foods.
Taste tester.
Yeah, so
Yo, that one took me by
when
surprise.
I was in college, there was a Kraft Foods factory like right up the street. So I answered a Craigslist ad, and I became a taste tester. And I would spend all of the money that I got from taste testing. I would buy Magic the Gathering Online drafts with it. Like every
you've been
week, like, I
degenerate.
would
Since then, it was probably the amount of plastic cheese you ate.
yeah, they would put crazy stuff in there. They would put like a stick of butter in the pudding and they'd be like, "How's it taste?" I'm like, "Obviously, like shit. Like you ruined it." And they'd be like, "Good." You know, it's like, what the hell? You know, like, yeah. Then I went to school for like health sciences and physical therapy. Didn't like it. Went into technology.
My God, Ed,
worked
dude,
at
stop.
Micro Center for a little bit. Then
Shout out Micro Center.
Hey.
Micro Center. I was building the PCs in the back, and then I got into like corporate tech. Then answered another Craigslist ad and ended up at Bridgewater.
My camera just made a funny noise.
Yeah.
Now it's
I think it turned off.
Don't edit it. Don't
Pause
edit
it. Pause it, Logic.
Yeah, I think it turned off.
What the fuck is going on, bro?
That actually
Pause it. Pause it.
Yeah,
Pause it. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it.
crush
Pause it.
people.
Bro, like the issues we had episode 1, like the camera we were recording on literally died multiple times. So that's why we used the image that you can see and the microphones. That's like a stock laptop's microphone. So there's your little Easter eggs on episode 1. Episode 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all of the way up. are gonna be obviously recorded with better equipment. So yeah, there's your little Easter eggs. Anyway, continue. Let's continue. Shout out to Bruce, the taste tester.
I remember I was playing you. Shout out to you, one of my favorite people. And I'm talking. So it's the first match. I'm talking so much shit to him. I'm like, hey man, you should just quit. Like you should just stop, because I'm gonna beat you. And he's just like, yeah. And about halfway through the match, somebody leans over to me and they're like, yo, you doesn't understand English. Like he doesn't. Like he doesn't know what you're saying right now. And I'm like, oh, that's why he's so fucking smiley towards me. I'm talking shit the whole time. And then him and I eventually figured out how to, get some words going later. And he's a great dude.
Did he figure out how much of an asshole you were being, or did no one tell him?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah.
It looks like you might be fucked here.
Yeah, like what's going on in your Moki Pochi, Bruce?
Bruce's ass at Moki Pochi, just to let you know.
I'm just thinking right now. I'm just plotting my next move. I actually wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna get.
You look pretty cooked, to be honest. Can't lie.
God damn it.
Oh my!
Okay.
Come on. This is the first one we can do.
15.76.
Yeah.
Mark it in.
15.76.
Right there.
Let's just edit this. Let's edit this so I can play another one.
That was the point of it, like you kind of get lost in the conversation. And,
Yeah, bro. And
You know.
eventually, it's gonna be you're gonna be highly respected for this leaderboard right here.
yeah.
I grew up in a very poor neighborhood in Yonkers. So I was in a little apartment in South Yonkers. Grew up like somewhere off of South Broadway. I won't give the address, but yeah. So grew up, pretty poor. Dad was a cab driver. Mom is a cleaning lady, and it was, I think we share some sort of background in that. So it was definitely tough, and like one of the ways that really helped out was playing video games. Like, the one thing that we did get was like I rented games like religiously.
Yeah, shout out to Blockbusters, bro. You think
No, I didn't have
Blockbusters just renting?
Bro, you
No.
think I was buying video games? They were not giving me that money.
No, so we didn't even have Blockbuster was too expensive because it was like $7-8 to like rent a game at Blockbuster, right? So we had this local video store that was called Roberta's, and Roberta's had a deal where like you can rent like 3 movies or 3 games for $3 for 3 days. It was a 3-3-3 deal, but the game or the thing had to have been made before like 1989. Like it had to be like old as dirt to get the 3 for 3 for 3 deal.
Okay.
So I just played a bunch of old stuff. like I wasn't current for like a while, but like, so that's why I would play like Sega Master System, Alex the Kid, like these things that were even before my time as a kid, because like that was what you can get for cheap.
They were the bottom of the ring, and they were there for $3.
Yeah. So I'm like, you guys remember like Alex the Kid and R-Type? And they're like, no, dude, like what? What are you talking about? So
I do remember the pressure though. You'd rent something, and like you have a term in what you've rented it for. So as a kid, I just remember having these games, and like I have 7 days to complete everything in this game. Like
You're like, I got my time.
yeah, like
Yeah.
You there's no chill. You
Yeah.
gotta get in there. Like it would be something stupid like Sonic Heroes or something. And I'm like, I have to do everything in this game before next week. So religious.
the best thing though is like sometimes you'll get like a manual where like somebody wrote some of the level codes like in the back of the manual. So you'll like just fast forward. You'll be like, oh fuck this, let's go. Or there'll be like a save that's already on the cartridge, and you'll be like, I'm gonna just load this up.
Yeah, just see what they was cooking up with before.
Right.
So I saw on our X page, right? On the description, it changed. Something changed, right? I read that it said game publisher. So like,
yeah,
what's going on?
I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. It just goes back to the community. It's like we want to build a bottoms-up distribution protocol for everybody to partake in Web3, right? So, like, what does a publisher do? Well, a publisher helps you distribute your game. It funds games. It advises them on go-to-market. It provides services around their gameplay, maybe staff aug for QA development. Like publisher is a very loose term, right? Because different shops offer different things and have different strengths, right? So where I want our strength to be is like, one, we know Web3, and especially Web3 go to market pretty much better than like most people. Like outside of like Sky Mavis, there's nobody but essentially like us and Sky Mavis that have been in the trenches for this many years, bringing real games to real people in like a live service environment.
Yeah.
Like there's really nobody else, right? And we've been doing it sort of in the background with them, right? And like really putting hard work in around, you know, how does esports, that was a
nice shot.
How does esports play into this? How do we do incentive design around the creator program, around the task boards and all those things? Like nobody else is doing that at the scale that we've done it so far. And I've talked to an investment group, and they're like, yeah, a lot of people are calling themselves publishers, and they're doing, not to talk shit, but like they're doing like a play to airdrop and saying like, hey, we're a Web3 game publisher. And it's like, well, what have you been doing for the last 3 years? Like, have you been publishing games? Like a lot of people come in with a lot of great Web2 experience, and then what they find is like some of that works and some of that doesn't work. And usually when they find out what doesn't work, it's kind of like too late because they felt like they had a playbook. They're like, I've helped build games that have, 1 million DAU or pulling in $15 million a month. They're like, this Web3 shit is easy. And it turns out it's not. And it's a little bit different than everybody expected when you're going to market. And it's not a quick fix. It's also not a quick installation to like make a good Web3 community. Like our community is like one of the best.
Yeah.
But we've been growing that for like 3 years. Like I don't just wake up and be like, hey, we're Moku and we have a great community. It's like you have to work at these things and put the right foundation and promote the right people in the community to like set an example and to have that spread. It's not an overnight thing. Like what your dad would say. It's like, yo, there's no shortcuts. Like it's, you can try to take shortcuts and you could be successful for a period of time. It depends what your goal is. Like if your goal is to like raise a bunch of money and then go screw off, like there's definitely a path to that with a lot of shortcuts. We've already seen that and we've seen people get disappointed. But if you're trying to do it right, there's not a lot of shortcuts.
Yeah.
There's not.
We're reaching the point where this marketing, how it's previously existed, and people think that, oh, you just do stuff on social media, it'll catch on. Like that bubble will burst. That actually doesn't really work anymore. Like users, normal day-to-day people who are on social media are probably now more annoyed. Ads, reads, those types of things, and it's compounding. It's getting worse. So like the style of marketing that comes through community building, but then also the intuitive product. You're about to fucking die, by the way. Do not.
No, bro. You are cheating.
You're actually.
What the fuck?
This guy is. And this is
what the fuck?
This is supposed to be your game, by the way.
I'll restart. What are you guys gonna do?
It's my ball. Yeah, facts. But we've had a fucking great combo, bro. This had to be done. Yeah. No script, no nothing. Just vibes. Just vibes, bro. We did it. I appreciate you, Bruce. Thanks for coming through, man.
I'm glad, man. I'm glad.
We're not letting you finish this game, although this looks like it could have been your best score.
Bro, how this happens, watch.
I don't know, comment, if you can beat Bruce, that's a big. No, you did better doing that. Oh, shit. The cheat code.
This is the cheat code.
No,
just spam.
There's no way. There's actually no way.
Ask me one more question. Come on.
What socks are you wearing right now?
Yo! Bro. Bruce is fucking terrible at Moki Mates, is what we found out. But no, that was the first episode of Moki Mates. I hope you enjoyed it. Sean, do you want us to watch it, or you want us to answer questions, bro? Or are we doing the questions now?
Yeah, Sean. What's going on, dude? I can't even pay attention to both. God, I'm about to clone myself.
Damn. But yeah, man, it was a lot of fun recording this. Go ahead and like the video on YouTube, repost it if you want on your social medias. If you want, it's not really an option. If you don't, Moki's coming for you with that gun, like Taken. But yeah, man, just let's try to get this one out here. It's the first episode. We're gonna be dropping some more once every 2 weeks, so we get 2 episodes a month. And like I said, if you guys have suggestions for who you'd like us to talk to, what you'd want us to get from them as well, like if you give us someone to talk to and why, and we'll press for the leaks as much as possible. We have another video in the works right now. There's actually a few recordings already done, so we're going to be dropping them consistently now. So keep your eyes peeled for Moki Mates, because it's happening, man. And the leaderboard will progress. Bruce is number 1 at the moment with 1,500, so you can see that the floor is wide open for a new leader. I was actually really surprised at how bad Bruce was, to be honest. Loki, he's not here to defend himself, but he was.
He did the spam thing.
The turbo
That shit
spam at
worked
the
out.
end? Yo.
Yeah, that shit worked out.
I don't even
I
know
remember that
what
part
was
too.
happening. Yeah. He was like, he wanted us to continue the interview. We had no questions left. We'd literally spoken for an hour and a half at that point. He was like, ask me one more question. But I was like, I don't fucking have a question for you, bro, at this point. But yeah, man, we hope you enjoyed it. Shout out to David again for the intro animations and the outro animations. He also did our transitions as well. So fucking owe a lot of what we're putting together to this guy. Much love, bro. And then of course our editor, Ava, big shout outs to him. And yeah, man, we're excited to keep bringing you guys these episodes and having some fun, man. Because a lot of the interviews, one of the driving factors, was definitely I got bored of listening to a lot of Web3 interview content. Like, it seems very formal. It's like fucking copy pasta with. So we really want to get into who the people are, and not just focus on, what is your token doing,
Yeah, when drop, when this. Tell me about your white paper, and yeah, I agree. Those are just copy pasta. We want to get to know people, who they are, and ask some weird questions, and you guys will get to have a sneak peek of the personal lives of the leaders in the space.
Yeah. But if you didn't get it, man, I don't know if these caught on. Did you catch that drift, bro? Did you get the codes in there? I'm gonna go back over here real quick. Did you catch some of the codes today? Like the first question right here. Check out Moki Mates episode 1 and support with a like. But what is Bruce's favorite game genre? I don't know, put it in the chat, bro, because I can't seem to remember who was listening during that episode. What is his favorite genre? He did mention it when he was talking early on. He said he was an FPS player, but he didn't actually say that was his favorite. Shout out to Edud H2O. We got it first, bro. But that is your answer. I don't know if that's gonna actually work as the code. Is it card games? It works. So there's your code for the Moki Mates premiere. And then, of course, our Ronin radio code today. I don't know it, so Logic.
Yep. So it's very tied into what's happening in Kaidro, and the code is P2A. It's P2A.
The P2A.
Yeah.
Bro, you sold dreams to say, oh, it's you'll figure it out in the episode. Fuck, we didn't figure that shit out. But hey, P2A is your code for today's Ronin Radio show. And yeah, man, go get yourself those points and complete the rest of your quests, bro. You gotta get that level up. I realized I was not even halfway to the top levels in the leaderboard, so I gotta get my quests in for sure. And I know you guys too. Code Tornado, yeah, should have been. But I think that's it, lads. You know, we brought to you Kaidro P2A. Hope you guys got all the info on that. We updated you on some of the things that are happening in the ecosystem. Right now it's August and there's just so much to fucking do in Ronin. You know, you guys are going to be pretty damn busy anyway. But go ahead and give us some support on the first episode of Moki Mates. Let's get that around the community as much as we can. And yeah, we appreciate you guys for tuning in every single week to the Ronin Radio. We're gonna be back on Tuesday here in the Moku Discord. I'm gonna have some conversations. We said we were going to one episode. Fuck that. We're not doing one episode. There's too much information. There's too much fun to be had each episode as anyway. So we're gonna stick at 2 for the time being. But yeah, next episode will be here in the Moku Discord on Tuesday. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And go play your silly little crypto games in peace and maybe in havoc and rioting at the same time. There's a lot of stuff to be done. P2A with TMA right now. Lumaterra's there. And Axie's got its roguelike. We didn't talk about that. Do you want to talk about it, Logic? Have you even tried? I haven't tried it yet, so I don't feel like the best.
I played and completed level 1. It's pretty good. It's definitely a roguelike. It's you know, you complete a level or you complete a stage and then you can pick a rune that lasts for 5 rounds. And it gets increasingly harder. I didn't keep going after level 1. Like I just beat level 1 and I'm now on level 2. I kind of just got like the gist of it. But yeah, it's pretty good, man. Like you can equip runes already like beforehand. So as you guys know, we got the rare era box, so you could go ahead and equip those runes and charms, and then as you play the roguelike, you can pick like up to, it just scales up, right? It goes like rare, epic, mystic on the runes that you can equip.
Okay.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's a roguelike, right?
I'm gonna try it
I'm
out
not
today in Moki's
the
corner for sure.
Yeah. I'm not the biggest roguelike player. I'm definitely like a multiplayer PvP sort of guy, but it's definitely enjoyable to like just chill, hang out, and listen to music in the background, and so it's a nice game. It's a nice game mode. That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, interesting. I'm going to definitely check it out in Moki's Corner. We're going to be gaming in Moki's Corner all of the rest of today. So come and join us right after this episode. Another announcement that I'm seeing in the chat. I'm going to put this out there for you guys. There's actually a Wild Forest skins claim starting right now at playwildforest.io. You can go and claim some of these unique skins. They're Ronin based, so they're going to be rare and heavily sought after. If you've met certain criteria, you'll be able to mint these skins. As you can see, Sniper, if you own an Axie, you're going to get the Sniper skin. Active Stakers will get a Knight. The collectors having a certain amount of NFTs in the ecosystem will get you the Swordsman. Archer is for active users. The Thundercat for active stakers. Minters are going to get the Juggernaut. Pardon me. Spenders, big spender gets the Ninja, and on-chain transactions will get a Rogue skin as well. So if you are a Wild Forest fanatic and you know that you meet some of these criteria, go ahead and mint your skins. Yeah, bro, it should be worth it. They're going to add to the next P2A if they do one. So yeah, get your hands on that today. Stark was muted, so I wonder if you have any comments on the preseason or roguelike for Axie before we close out today.
I played it a little bit. It's fun. You can tell it's like the early stages of it, but there's definitely potential. I can definitely understand when he said like that he's, for him, like Origins is over until it's what's the word, PVE and stuff like that.
Yeah,
because he was probably testing this behind the scenes, so he had already tested this and could probably, you can see there's something there definitely. So yeah, excited to see.
What about Metamorph? You thought about morphing anything yet?
I probably won't. The thing is, it's like it's good for Mystic holders and stuff like that. Rank 1 on leaderboard has 3 collectors.
Oh, really?
We'll
Yeah.
see.
I mean,
What's
it makes
it's,
sense, right?
it's a
Because
bit
the collectibles have extra HP. So if you
no,
like metamorph,
they removed that.
oh, okay, okay.
So they
Oh, so
removed
these are
that.
just origins.
Yeah. What's good is Origins is like the cheapest ones that you can change all 6 parts to. It's fantastic, I guess, for testing as well, which is what the off season is for.
Wait, why is number 1 Turnip and Snakejar, and why did I release
We
all
told
of
you
them?
not to. That it was so stupidly broken that it's the only card that was nerfed, and it's still the best team in the game.
Bro, someone copied my Topaz play, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, did you release those?
No, I kept the Topazes.
Okay.
They're good in rare
Well,
era.
you were on the right thing. You were there, bro. You were cooking it. I mean, they're playing like a sturdy bug topaz rare era version.
The Blood Beetle, isn't this like it deals pure damage when you attack as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Steel skin at the front, Bumpy the steel skin, I presume, or Bumpy the backline, and just I don't know. Anyway, Axie, bro. Of course, I'm going to be in the arena getting those daily bounty boards in anyway, but then also leveling up these Axies because levels are they definitely matter. Some of these Axies, bro, level 40s plus 50s. Fuck me, these guys have been absolutely grinding. I don't think I've got one Axie that's like level 38, and that's it. Like no one else is even above level 30. So shout out to the guys that have been grinding out here in the streets, bro. But yeah, I think we're at the end of the show, lads and ladies. I love you all so dearly. I'm so happy, bro. We got the first episode of Moki Mates out. It's there. It's ready for you lot. So yeah, like I said, go and pump it. Give us some support. Let's get this project launched into the stratosphere, and then we will continue releasing episodes. But I'm serious, bro. I need Moku's YouTube channel to gain hundreds of subscribers today. If you're not subscribed to the Moku YouTube channel, go ahead and do that now. It's going to be the main outlet for our show. And yeah, but we appreciate all of the support. Logic, any last words?
Last words. I mean, it's pretty much it. I think you covered all of it. We have a lot of fun doing these, and there's some things that we cut out. Of course, we gotta get it down to a short amount of time because we understand that attention span is hard nowadays, dude. It's the TikTok era, right? So
yeah, we
have
literally
a lot of things in store for y'all.
The prompt for the editor was like, we need this to be made for people with ADHD. Like we don't like as an interview. If you were looking at the same screen for the entire 18 minutes, I feel like it would be a lot more taxing mentally. So that was one of the things that we kind of looked at. And that conversation with Bruce, candidly, was like an hour and 45 minutes. So to like condense that to 18 minutes was very difficult too. And we have to pretty much do that for every interview. I think our shortest interview up to date is like 45 minutes. So like every episode will have to be condensed down, and this is why it helps. You guys can help us by suggesting people to talk to and the intentions for talking to them, so that we can press on those subjects as well. So yeah, you are as involved in this series as we are, and that's how we aim to put it out there, bro. It's a community episode. It's community's value, where you guys can come in and find out more about people in the ecosystem, and of course we get to then spread the awareness of people in our ecosystem and in Ronin as well. So supporting the show, it all plays into supporting the ecosystem, and we need to get people hearing and understanding and knowing about what's happening here on Ronin and the people that are here as well. So yeah, man, that's it. Stark, I love you. And anything you want to leave with us?
No, not really. It was a good show. It hyped me up to have a look at the Kaidro synergy thingy, and I'm looking forward to seeing Bruce IRL next time. It reminded me of AxieCon and all of that. So
yeah, Bruce is always a fun time. He's always a fun time.
Yes.
You know, I need to get Bruce to make me a cocktail, bro. He said he was a bartender. He's got to cook one up for me. And on that note, we are getting the fuck out of here, bro. I need to go play some video games. I've been awake for 3 hours and I haven't pressed the mouse click button in Lumitary yet. Are you crazy? You need to go do that. But yeah, Moki's Corner. You know that's where we're going to be at. We now have the option to create corners too, right? So it's not just Moki's Corner. If you guys think it's a bit overwhelming with us degenerates spamming the soundboards, and you can go and make your own corner. And if you guys are playing game specifics, like you want to create a TMA corner and you guys are playing the Machines Arena, you guys can do that now. So yeah, utilize all of these components in the Discord, and make sure you guys are voting as well on the game. The game vote is gonna be concluding pretty soon, so make sure we are following up on that. We will have some news coming out soon as well. It ends on Saturday. Thank you for that, Bernice. It ends on Saturday, so get your votes in. But we will be doing a fireside chat soon. Soon. The announcement will be dropping at some point, so keep your eyes peeled on the announcements. And yeah, man, go have a fucking great day playing your silly crypto games, and I'll catch you guys in Moki's Corner. Thank you to everyone that came through on the stream, over 300 at one point. Fucking beautiful. I love that. If I could send every single one of you a kiss, I would, but I can't. I can just send you some Ron instead. And just a reminder, yeah, if you quoted the broadcast earlier on with your Kaidro journal, I'm going to be throwing out some Ron for that. And of course, if I see on my timelines the support of Moki Mates episode 1, I might throw a Ron at your head top. All right? So, yeah. Cool story, kid. Much love. I'll see you in Moki's Corner. This has been the Ronin Radio. We'll see you on Tuesday next week, and we'll update you on everything Ronin. Always and forever. Good night. You fucking... Alright, what's the soundboard for today?
Yo. Nice episode, Gila. It was fun.
Okay, yes. Degeneracy has been unleashed. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Alright, listen. Stream, thank you for coming through. This is a no censorship corner. It's Moki's Corner. I can't afford to stream it right now. You guys can fuck right off. I love you, but thank you for tuning into the stream. We're here in Moki's Corner. If you want to come game with us, and I'll see you next time. You fucking